Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. What the hell just happened there? Sorry about that, y'all. As we seem to have some technical difficulties here on TikTok. Wow, okay. What's up, M. Mike Costa? How are you? I thought the flashlight was on or something, but that's not the case. The sun's not that bad yet. Lionel, what's going on, Fresh? How are you doing? Let's see if we get a few more people here. Going to send out some invites quick. Let's see. M. Mike Costa, thank you again. Give me just a second here, and we're going to try to figure this out. We are live on multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. So feel free to get a hold of us on those, especially with the way this TikTok live is going with this stupid screen here. Johan, Cam, all of a sudden we got better. All right, the one and only. Thank you, Johan. Appreciate it. Vera, what's up? We're on a little bit later so we can hit your lunch break, bro, because I'm getting tired of you complaining that you can't do your job because you're not at lunch yet. So, right? That's right. Anything to take care of you, Vera, I'm always in. All right, we got some college football, NFL football, NBA one game, and some college basketball. Fernando's cards. What you feeling tonight? Feeling all kinds of good stuff. That's the question. Which one you want to start with? There you go. App State, Georgia Southern over, South Florida. Those are the two college games tonight. We're feeling a little bit of NFL as well. This is everyone. I try to. The more you like the show, the better. It normally gets covered. Broncos 8.5 is where we got this thing earlier in the week. And then we got some college basketball, NBA. We do like the Clippers tonight as well. So UTSA and South Florida, that line has taken off. Give me a second here to kind of catch up on that. Vegas going to win tonight in Denver. Okay. More power to you. If you hit it, you're good. They had a chance to win last week and couldn't figure out how to get that done. South Florida 67.5. Yeah, we played it at 68.5. A little bit smaller play, but yes. And then play short week 4-24. Yeah, and they went the whole way. South Florida, we got it at 12.5. I'd get that under 14 Indo if I can. As that line steamrolled up, as everybody loves betting South Florida because they score a bunch of points. We are live on multiple platforms, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. So feel free to get us on those. Yeah, App State, Georgia Southern. We do like the over in that one as well. Let's see here. These early week games a lot of times have been good for that reason alone. But 61.5, I like it quite a bit. Broncos ended versus Jets ended. Yep. I'm not saying the Broncos are like the best team in the league, but the Raiders are one of the worst. So let's look at it that way. Both college football games, I think, have a really good chance to go over Lansing, correct? Yes. And like I said, we are on multiple platforms. Team total over 28.5. Great job. Toledo was great for us last night. Ball State as well. 11-1 first 2 days of college football this week will work. I think Bowers has a really good game. They really don't have too many weapons to throw to. So I think he has another good one. Broncos money line. Yeah. Since they're like almost a 10-point favorite. Sure. Yeah. Going out on a limb, trust. Yes. USF, if you can get it to 13.5, like it much better. UC Riverside tonight. We did play some college basketball. Let me give you what we played. We like West Virginia laying the points. Illinois State, Ohio over, but it was 158.5 last night. Boston College minus 17. Bethune and Miami over 153. Drake laying 8.5. UC Riverside money line. is what we played in that one. Washington minus 27.5, Cal minus 14.5, 15. Portland's a game we looked at there, Lansing. We didn't pull the trigger on it. It'd be like a 1-unit play, and we really haven't played 1-unit plays in a while. Normally, everything's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. But yeah, we did look at it there. Sure. It's something to keep us up late at night, right? Or wake up in the morning with a win or a loss. One of the two, right? Broncos plus 10. Well, since they're laying 10, that's only 20. I do like UC Riverside on the money line. I think they can pull that off tonight. Harvey for 2 catches. I think he's going to run the ball probably a bit, but could get to 2. Goff or Herbert this week. I do like Goff quite a bit, actually, in that one. Herbert I like, but if I had to play, it'd be Goff this week, but it's close. Under on rushing yards, depending on where you get him at. Dude, what's the number, Braden? We played it for like the first 4 or 5 weeks and really successful. He started to hit some numbers on that one. Yeah, 55. You're getting pretty tight there. I will say that. Yeah, I might stay away from that one, or play an alternate under 60, over 50, maybe. NBA game tonight. We do like the Clippers. As we go through that, let's see. But we did play Clippers money line. Grab a little plus money. John Collins under 17.5 points is our biggest play. Derek Jones under 1.5 threes. Bradley Beal under 1.5 threes. Throw a little CP3 action, no problem, in there as well for 7+ points. Not a monster play there, but he is going back to Phoenix where he did have some really good success as I got to the finals. Is anyone not playing for the Clippers? I'm sure Kawhi's probably sitting or something stupid. Let's see. Let's see if we can find out on that one for you. Since there's only that one whopping game tonight, and it's a light night, John Collins double-double. I actually don't like him to get there rebounds-wise, so I would say no. I'm under on rebounds and under on point rebounds and under on points. So that's me, though. John Collins has had some games where he could go monstrous, and all of a sudden he disappears. I like the Clippers tonight, yes. Let's see. Tonight, Kawhi's out. James Harden is out. These are those games. Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green, looks like they're both going to be out for the Suns. This is one of those games, though. It's like, when all the stars are out, all of a sudden, it's like when Giannis is missing from the Bucks. All of a sudden, they start playing better. College football, over in both games. And then South Florida, we got at 12.5. And hopefully you guys on the Discord have been making boatloads of money in college football because it has been awesome. Yep. Broncos, 9 starting to push. 8.5, 9. I'm with you. We played it at 8.5. I didn't really want to play a little bit too much, but on there. 2 favorite plays. I don't know if we're looking for a little something. Okay. Let's see. South Florida, UTSA over 67.5. No, I'm sorry. I'll take that back. App State, Georgia Southern. I had to look where we ranked them. Over 61.5 tonight in college football. That would be 1. And then Drake. Let's see. Drake actually laying 8.5. Baltimore versus Minnesota. We do like the Ravens in that spot. I think the Ravens are going to be coming to play here as the Ravens could have a monster win streak heading in like week 16. Most fantasy points. Probably I would say Bo Nix, Brock Bowers. NFL tonight, do like the Broncos quite a bit in that one. Let's see what else. I'll give you the rest of the plays there in the NFL. Jason, thanks for the join. Richard, thanks for joining. We are live on multiple platforms: YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Mayer under 2.5 receptions. Sutton, we like this one a lot. Over 54.5 receiving yards. Knicks +2 passing touchdowns. Ingram over 3.5 receptions, over 26.5 yards. Glenn, thanks for the follow. Gerzingas, thanks for the gifts. Let's see. J.K. Dobbins over 16.5 yards, longest rush. Carlson for the Raiders, over 5.5 kicking points. Geno Smith under 3.5 rush attempts. Meyer under 23.5 receiving yards. Geno Smith is on the bingo card every week for a pick. And we're back there again. Sutton over 21.5 yards, longest reception. Nix over 20.5 rush yards. Elaine, thanks for the share as well. Glenn Ritchie, thanks for the follow. D-Book 28.5. He's got a great chance for that tonight. Book's been scoring some points now. Books looks like he come to all of a sudden it's there. I do like Gillespie in that spot tonight too. He's definitely been a firecracker at home, to say the least. Yes, thanks for joining the show. Player prop, what's going on? Derrick Henry over 150 and 2 touchdowns. I think we're getting a little greedy there. Uper Kev, what's up? KD, thanks for joining. We do like Henry. His rush total is about 80 yards. We do like him over there. I don't know about 2 touchdowns, but we'll see, I guess, is the easiest way to put it. The 150 and a couple touches is a month. Let's see. So what's that pay? Like plus 9,000 or something for a 2-leg. Joe Guy, Crazy Jesus, thanks for joining the show. Uper Kev, thank you again for sharing the live. Come on here, share the live, like the live, throw a comment out there, throw a gift. Join us on multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. This is supposed to be a community show, right? Yeah, it was slate week. It's a little light today, player prop, but we had some time, so we thought we'd come on. So Minnesota coming off big win. Yeah, I like the Ravens, like I said. I just don't think Henry is going for $1.50, but giving me more effort in the comments than the Saints. Raiders is little players Bowers. Well, I'll give you the one that's the best one. That's Geno Smith for a pick. But Brock Bauer over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Are you just trying to get stuff that like pays 10 plus 10,000 or Jason, or what are we trying to do here? Ken, what's up? Great to see you. It's pretty rare anymore where we get these guys 100 and 100.5. They're spreading the ball around so much. That are out, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm looking at players that are out as well, but they don't reflect in having 2 touchdowns and all that stuff. Raiders are bad. They proved it last week. Game they should have won. They let slip out of their hands twice. Has misplayed in the secondary and the best one. Okay, well, we'll see if Surtain might line up on Bowers. You never know. So run it back. Also, give me the Dolphins. All right, so you're just all whatever's big plus. That's what you're playing. Yes. Thursday night props in the Discord were there 2 nights ago, Ken. You got to scroll back up. I put Sunday and Monday in there as well today. So scroll back up, my friend. You'll see it. I promise it's in there. NFL prop tonight, favorite one, Geno Smith to throw a pick. Sutton over 54.5 receiving yards, and Sutton over 21.5 yards longest reception. Those are the 3 biggest ones. We think Ingram gets his 4 catches for 30 yards as well. So become a puddle and still be Miami. I tell you what, the only game they've played really well was what? In the dome at Atlanta, right? Franklin receptions. I just don't know how much he's going to see the ball. If they get an early lead, I think they're going to run it quite a bit. So I don't know if there's going to be a lot of balls to go around. But child support, good evening from, good morning from Phoenix. Glad to see somebody from Italy on here. Tennis conference is slow. I got you. All right. We're not an NHL show. We stay away from NHL. We do basketball, college and pro, football, college and pro, baseball. College basketball, yeah, we went through that. We'll go through it again for you here on that one, Sonny. Drake laying 8.5 is probably our favorite. West Virginia laying 15.5. Illinois State, Ohio over 158.5. Boston College laying 17. Bethune Cook in Miami over 153.5. UC Riverside money line. A little bit of an upset there. And Washington laying 27.5. That line steamrolled. And Cal laying 15. Thank you, Sonny, for the gifts. Appreciate it. We are live, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. If you want to see our daily shows, make sure you join us over on YouTube at Sports Bets for Free. NBA and college basketball got put out this morning. Last night, the NFL Thursday night show went out as well. And we'll be dropping, tomorrow's Friday, so we'll be dropping college football Saturday. College football Tuesday through Friday was actually dropped earlier in the week. Yeah. USF total, I do like the over there. Yes. Always, yeah. NIL does make a difference. Yes. Just need one favorite college basketball. Drake laying 8.5. Well, Vanderbilt picked up a really nice quarterback as well in Diego Pava. He fits extremely well there. Love Iowa. Yeah, I'm going to say this here. So on that one, a lot of people, that's probably the favorite dog of the week, Mr. Hot Butter. I will say this. I expect Oregon to play probably one of their best games of the season in that one. It's kind of lined up for that. So we do like Oregon, but I understand why you like Iowa. Iowa, the only problem with Iowa is they're very one-dimensional. They can run it, and they can't throw it. Still Vanderbilt. Programs can change, Jason. So I like the over in both college football games, yes. Yeah. In which game, Jason? Favorite play today, Geno Smith to throw a pick. Collins under 17.5 points, even though the top two guys are out on that one as well. Drake laying 8.5. And do like the game I like probably better is App State, Georgia Southern over. Any chance the Raiders win? More than likely not. I mean, every team's live in the NFL. Weird shit can happen. No question about it. So Rico over 100. Oh, only one touchdown, not 4 touchdowns, Jason. I do like the Panthers this weekend. App State, yes, Brad. Yep. I like the over in that game quite a bit. App State might put up 45 by themselves in that one. So and we'll go through it here again. Joseph, just stay around. I do like the Clippers quite a bit, even though they're missing Harden and Kawhi tonight. God forbid anybody play. DJ Moore Johnston. DJ Moore's been a little bit of a struggle bus. I expect them to play from the lead and run the ball quite a bit, so it'd probably have to be Johnston in there. Rico Dowdle's been the main guy. They put Chuba basically as the bench. Just fills him in on a couple, so. Let's see. Kev getting his shots in, right? Giants I'll take that play. There is no way Tracy's getting 100 yards. So, yes, Castle rebounds once again, cashes again. It's an ATM. It's cashed in every game so far this season, and yet still everybody doubts that play. I'm with you. We didn't play it for as much yesterday, Ken, as we did. We'd love to Eason. That cashed. He hit a bunch of that. Braun cashed on all of his big bets except for just points. He hit points, rebounds, points, assists. Just didn't get the points. Couple shy there. But, yeah, the Castle has been a monster that we've played every game this season. Yeah. Right? Iowa going to run a draw on 3rd and 8. Yep, I hear you. It's the way they play. And I keep hearing about how good their defense is. Has we seen that their defense is not as good as years past? App State, Georgia Southern, over 61.5 all day. Dobbins for 60. Yep, I like his longest rush a little bit better at over 16.5 yards. NBA props. Yeah, we got those are out today as well. We do like mainly Clippers stuff, even though Harden and them are out. Harden and Kawhi. I don't understand why those guys can't seem to play in a back-to-back or whatever the hell. CP3 for 7+ points. Grayson Allen under 3.5 threes. Beal under 1.5 threes. Collins under 17.5 points. Derrick Jones Under 1.5 threes, decent plus money on that one as well. And then Clippers money line. Broncos covering against the Raiders. As long as you get it at 8.5, I like it. Everything's a trend. We like trends. Trends make money, right? Trends make dollars. It's the inconsistency. Yeah. I appreciate it, Jason. Raiders plus 10. If you get that at 10 and a hook, Rafa, it might be worth the play. I still think the Broncos cover the 8.5, but at 10.5, I like that one. So Geno pick for sure. Yeah, props. Sutton over 54.5 receiving yards, and Sutton over 20.5 yards longest reception. Yeah, we posted a basketball show today on YouTube. A football show was out last night. Troy Franklin, Watson, or Downs. I think Josh Downs is actually probably going to have a pretty good game this weekend, so I might lean Downs there. Jack Ireland, thanks for joining. Games in overseas have been a little bit higher scoring, so I wouldn't blame you for playing that. 0102N, thanks for joining. Who do you have in the Blue Bloods, Kansas, North Carolina? Don't have anything for that game yet. It's not today, and it's not on the board, I believe, unless it just became available. UTSA in South Florida. We got South Florida laying 12.5 and the total at 67. Zubac for a double-double is always a great chance because he's just got to score 10. He should get there with the rebounds because Phoenix still struggles in the rebound department, even though they got some big dudes. Genty over 9.5 receiving yards. I can see that going over. Just barely, though. Bayou Cat, great to see you, brother. How are you? I swear TikTok is limiting our reach on the live show. It is so stupid with them. Tuan, thanks for joining. Great to see you as well, Tuan. How are you? Billy Prince, Nofo Harvest. If you guys are new to the show, welcome aboard. Make sure you give us a follow. I will give you a little hint. Make sure you follow us over on YouTube to get all of our great stuff at Sports Bets for free. Subscribe, turn on notifications. It'll cost you nothing. Vera, what's up? Favorite line tonight? Geno Smith to throw a pick. But we do really like the App State, Georgia Southern over. Yeah. Kev going off. All right, Ivan, thanks for joining. All right, Marcus Gill, thanks for joining the show. Geno, yeah, he's only not throwing a pick in one game so far this season. So we'll continue to play that on the bingo card until we ain't lost money. You know what I mean? One losing week in 9 works for us. So I'll go 8-1 on everything we do. It's like Stephen Castle rebounds. We will continue to bet 5 until there's no reason to bet 5 anymore. As long as that juice doesn't get over 200, we're good. College basketball, yeah. Drake laying 8.5. Yeah, I know South Florida is a 67.5. That game's going to be played in the 70s. So we're fine there. Might not cover till the fourth quarter, but we'll get there. College basketball, let's see. Drake laying the 8.5. Illinois State, Ohio over 158.5. I know that line steamrolled up to like $1.60-ish. Bethune Cook in Miami over 153.5. Boston College laying 17. UC Riverside money line. I think they're plus some points. Washington laying 27.5. I know that's up to 30 at a lot of books now. Cal laying 15. Giving up 40 points. Let's see. Player prop, what was the question, bro? Sorry, I missed it. Let's see. Yeah, still good. Cowboys giving up 40 points. Oh, my bad. They're off this week, right? They didn't give up 40 last week, but they were playing the Cardinals. Dobbins for 60-plus rushing and receiving. Well, since his rush total's at 60, I guess so. Yeah. Did I miss college basketball? Yeah. We just ran through it for like the 8th time. But West Virginia laying 15.5. Illinois State, Ohio over $1.58.5. Boston College laying 17. Bethune Cook in Miami over 153.5. Drake laying 8.5. UC Riverside money line. Washington laying 27.5. Cal laying 15. Yeah, they took forever. Raiders tonight. Well, I know you would take them because there's big plus money, and that's all you play, Casper. So I don't like them tonight, but they should have won the game last week and figured out a way to cop that one up. And Kev's letting all the Saints fans know they give more effort than Saints players. I mean, I'd probably have to lean App State there, Clay, but I do like the over a little bit better. The Campbell game we looked at wasn't our favorite play on that one. It'd probably be closer to 1 unit, or half a unit play if you want to play in that one. Illinois State, yes. Over in that game, yes. Harvey receptions at 2? I'd stay away from. I think they're going to run the ball tonight. Illinois State, yeah, we just went over that one. Yes, Joseph, I like the over there. It went from 158.5 to 160.5 at some books. Let me take a look here. Illinois State. Yeah, it's 160.5 on a couple different books now. So, yeah, it's been good, Castle. 5+ rebounds it's been good for him on D's. Yep. JC French is on the winning list last year's bowl game. There you go. I got you. You can't put them on the ban list forever. You can ice them for a couple of weeks, I think, but I don't know if you want to put them on there forever. Right? That's a lot. Right? Juan, thanks for joining. Max Locks, thanks for joining. Shazad, thanks for joining. We are live on multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. 4 interceptions for who? Gino? I don't know if he's going to have 4, but we do love Gino for interceptions tonight, though. Mid-season Super Bowl prediction. Who the hell knows out of the AFC and NFC? I really like what we're seeing out of Seattle and the Rams, man. I you know what I mean? So no such thing as a lock, but Geno Smith to throw picks at way up there. Drake laying 8.5's way up there. Sutton over 20.5 yards longest reception and 55 receiving yards way up there. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but yeah. Defensive vet, since this Geno completes too. Right? We'd like CP3 for 7+ points there, James, on that one. But it was a smaller play. He wasn't a monster. I think he does have a little bit of CP3's always got a chip on his shoulder. So, yeah, 7+ points is where it was available. So, like I said, not a monster play, but we thought we better get that one in there. He has actually the trend on that one is under 6.5 points. So, no problem. It was no problem, James. 4 out of the last 5, he's actually went under 6.5. But I think, with Harden out, with Kawhi out, maybe he gets a little bit more time and figures out a way to get makes a 3 and about 4 foul shots, right? Dodger Juice, congratulations to your Dodgers, my man. Best money line play. Broncos, South Florida. Yeah. You got Game 6 was a fortunate bounce. In Game 7, you figured it out. Congratulations to them. Knicks for 2 passing touchdown. Do like it. They should have a 3P. Dodger Juice. I mean, $500 million payroll, right? And I'm sure they'll go get somebody yesterday. Yep. Braun points and rebounds at 17. Cashed nicely. Eason over 11.5 points was our 2 biggest plays. Both of those money. In 2 days in college football so far, this week we're 11-1. So we've been a little bit of a fuego there. NBA was pretty solid yesterday. On that one, can't complain. It's just putting money in the bank. That's what we're looking for. You like Trey for 50? Is Myers out now? Son of a gun. I'm gonna have to avoid those bets. All right. Yeah, they should be behind. So Trey for 50 wouldn't surprise me. Bowers, I think, has a big game. Have you won today? No. Well, I was thinking Michael Mayer. My bad on that one. Sorry on that one. Fire me up. Mayer under receptions, under receiving yards. Have I won today? No, nothing's went off today yet. There hasn't been a game we're in that started. So, no, we haven't won today yet. Everything's this evening. 6:30 Eastern is when it starts. Drake plays first. All right? This one NBA game, though, man, they're going to load up 10, 11, 12, 13 games in some of this shit and then have one game. I was like, let me break this up a little bit. We're maximum 8 per day or something. But A lot of work on the Fade in Auburn college basketball. I didn't play it. We looked at it a lot. I'm worried about their offense as well. Booker for 40 par. This guy's a good chance to get there. I really like Drake, Terrence. Yes. The lines went up from 8.5 to 9.5, but do like them quite a bit. Fade the Vols too. Okay. We didn't play in them as well. So Paul Spine, thanks for joining. Vel 365, Eli, David Diaz. We are live multiple platforms: YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. If you want to get the 7-day free trial of Outlier, that is over on our YouTube channel, Sports Bets for Free. If you want to join the Discord, that's over at Sports Bets for Free on YouTube as well. You can get in there. App State over is what we like. App State, if you want to lay the points, I don't blame you there, but I love the over in that game. So I think that's a game that could be played in the 70s. JJ, I'm sure you're talking about McCarthy or Darnold. It'd be Darnold again. Drake at 7.5, even better. I saw him at we got it at 8.5. FanDuel went to 9.5. But yeah, 7.5, even better. Fire me up. Do like Drake quite a bit. Raiders, thanks for joining. David Wright, thanks for joining. I assume that's who you're talking about, Sonny. JJ McCarthy or Donald? Darnold's not going to have the week he had last week, but they are at home, and there's always big plays to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. JJ McCarthy is going to pass for $150 and maybe a couple touchdowns, but he can throw you some touchdowns, but he's not going to get there in the passing yards. Maybe gets a little bit of rushing. Player prop is back. What's up? Another. Thanks for joining. Gino over rushing. I actually went. We played under rush attempts. Under 3.5. Gino's not one to normally escape too much. He will take the sack. So no problem, Sonny. Willia, Mr. UK, Nick, thank you all for joining the show. Like I mentioned multiple times before, we are live on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch as we multi-stream. Raiders upset, not tonight. How about Alabama to win? Yes, I think they win. Do they cover the 10.5? No. That's kind of my thought there. Tucker, Allen, or Jennings? Which Tucker are we talking about? Keenan Allen, don't expect a boatload out except 5 catches. Jennings has been a 4-catch for machine. Yeah, we'll see if Genty gets in the pass game. I think Bowers gets 20 targets probably. I mean, Gino just seems to be looking for him only. Nick, thanks for the gifts. Roy Peasy, great to see you. Tonight we did not play an anytime touchdown, I believe. Let me look. No, but Dobbins would be on my bingo card. Oh, Cortland Sutton, I think, should be there as well. Probably get a little plus money there. Yeah, I don't really like it. Normally TD is not our where we play a lot because the juice, there's no value in it, especially for the player. There's a lot of value for the books because they take a true odds and minus, even money, and they'll make it minus 300. But yeah, I mean, we will play some, but we don't really have anything for tonight. But Dobbins would definitely be on there. RJ Harvey, Cortland Sutton. I don't know if we see a lot of touchdowns out of the Raiders, but against that defense. Hazy, thanks for joining. All right. Like I said, we are live multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Over on our YouTube channel at Sports Bets for Free. You can also get 7-day free trial of Outlier and access to the Discord as well. Quinnipiac, we looked at there. We did not play it. I just thought they might be a little bit line was a little big. James Powell, thanks for reposting. Suns tonight, I think take one on the chin. Mitchell, but should be an interesting game, though, especially with no Kawhi, no James Harden. These are the games I hate in the NBA when all the stars sit, and the next thing you know, you're getting all this kind of, you're getting all these role players step up. So Denver's not taking the division yet. They got to play the Chiefs twice. They still got to play the Chargers. I don't think so. Hi, Catch. How are you? St. Louis, Moses, thanks for joining the show. Hector, thanks for joining. LIU, IUN. There's a lot of initials there. Illinois State, Ohio, do like the over. We got it at $158.5. Yeah, Chargers without the 2 tackles. When Joe Alt's out, it's definitely a monster difference. So I don't know on that one, Catch. I have not looked at that. I don't know if I even looked at that game. So APA, thanks for joining. I don't remember seeing that on the board. Just come on. $185 is a monster number. I will say that. Bayou Cat, thanks for joining. Must be no defense being played. With college basketball, with 300 plus teams, it gets tough, man, to try to keep up with everything on there. So, got to almost do it full time. All right. Dan T, thanks for joining the show. Gabe Cuts, thanks for joining. Gabriel James. No caller ID. What's cracking, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. How are you? Broncos at 9. App game. Okay. I like both of those, Clay. Like both of those. Let's see if the Broncos can come out early in that game. If they come out early and play well, I think the Raiders are done for. But let's see if they leave them around, if they play with their food, so to speak. I'm good, man. You know, just trying to load you guys up in the Discord with about 5,000 different plays, you know, like a normal day. User, thanks for joining. Clay, thanks for liking the live. User, thanks for joining. Timothy Kurt and Vault, thank you all for joining the show. We are like a live multiple platforms, like I mentioned, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. South Florida, we got it at 12.5 earlier in the week and over 67.5. Yes. Lakers putting in work. They did pull out a win last night. Clay, you can join the Discord by going over to YouTube at Sports Bets for free. And you can find the link in any of the episodes in the comments section, or you can find the link on the YouTube channel page. Haven't seen 1,000-unit play. Gabriel, you saw a couple on there last night and today. Is that what you're asking about, Gabriel, or you haven't seen it somewhere else? Franklin for 7 targets. We're normally not going to play targets because that's a little – if somebody could be remotely close, and they're going to count that as a target when it was a throwaway. So, like I said, I'm probably not going to be able to help you on that one, Shane, but there's so many different plays out there. It's retarded. I want something that I can how do I put this? That actually has to be quantified. We're doing college hoops, no NHL. Drake laying the points. Let's see. If we flip back over. Illinois State, Ohio over, West Virginia laying the points. UC Riverside money line and plus money. Washington laying the points, Cal. Drake's probably our favorite one, though. Drake in college basketball would be our favorite. NFL-wise, Geno Smith to throw a pick. Broncos or Raiders? Broncos. Yeah, tonight's lineup for college basketball I wouldn't call fantastic, but it's okay. Yesterday I didn't think so either, but this weekend should be pretty good. Middle Tennessee, Gillen, 3 goals in Gillen, 3 goals in the first. Okay. Hockey one. I don't know who McGillen is. Midwest, yeah, we would call Kansas City home, but we live out here in Phoenix. Geno for a pick is money. It has been 8 out of 9 games, right? So don't use that excuse, Dodger Juice, that you have a $500 million payroll. West Virginia laying the 15.5. Illinois State, Ohio over 158.5. Lord Maximus, what's up? Boston College laying 17. Bethune Cook in Miami over 153.5. Drake laying the 8.5. UC Riverside money line. Washington minus 27.5. And Cal laying 15. That's all the college basketball we got for tonight. If you're looking for some decent plays here, Bradley Beal under 1.5 threes made as well. Connor Gillespie, 10 plus points, over 16.5 par. I think all those play pretty well tonight as well. What do you think about Quinnipiac? I thought the line was a little heavy for us, but definitely was got our attention. I'll put it to you that way. Bowers for 5+ catches, since his line's probably at about 8. Sure. Nix for 19 rushing yards. Actually, we played him for 21, so that would be a yes. Tone, thanks for joining. Brian, thanks for joining. Marvin, thanks for joining. We are live, multiple platforms, multi-streaming this at TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch as well, so feel free to get a hold of us on those. D's user, thanks for all joining the show. Nix for 200. Yeah, I think he gets like 220 maybe tonight. Christian, thanks for joining. Britt, thanks for joining. I assume a lot of that to come in the first half. If you like Knicks at 200, see if you can get 100 in the first half. Raiders TD scores. The only ones I think were probably worth playing are Genty and Bowers if you want to play somebody for the Raiders. Pizza. You know, we have that show over on YouTube. You can watch it and you can hit the pause button, write everything down, or we have this fancy thing called Discord you can pay for and just get it. West Virginia laying 15.5. I can't believe he's only at 6.5. Are they going to play player prop? You think they're going to play Surtain on him? Illinois State, Ohio over $158.5. Why do I like Beal under 1.5 threes? He's 6 consecutive games he's went under. That's why. Yes, Sutton I expect to have a big game. We did play him quite heavy tonight. Yes. Boston College laying 17. Bethune Cook, Miami, over 153.5. Drake laying 8.5. UC Riverside money line. Was it Williams? What's his regular rebound line? Is it 10? On that one there, it's the guy. Nick's rushing touchdown today, probably not. I think he's going to have like a few runs and he'll get some yards, but I don't expect him to have to run a bunch. It's 10. Okay. Yeah. So 70 should be okay. I will say this: the Suns need, even when they got 8-foot tall guys, can't seem to rebound. That's my only concern there. But yeah, you're playing an alternate there. Yeah, college football. Yes, of course we do. We like both the overs. We'll start there. South Florida, we got it 12.5 earlier in the week. Laying it. Yes. All right, we're almost done with college basketball. The last 2 games to go over is Washington laying 27.5 and Cal laying 15. That's it. We're not going to have 700 plays for a 30-game card. There's a lot more games on there, but nothing has lines, right? So Zubac for 8+ rebounds. You should play double-double, probably a smarter play there, get a little less juiced. But he normally dominates boards against the Suns. So ICO, DJ Molly, Z, all thank you for joining the show. The Real L50, what's going on? We are live, multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. If you would like to join our Discord, you need to flip over to YouTube. If you're not there, sports bets for free. You can check out the link in the comment section or YouTube channel page. I have a weekly option and a monthly. I did post the weekly and monthly both in today's episodes, so you can check that out. Clippers win tonight or what? I think so, but 7 plays in college basketball. How many do you want for like a 14-game card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not playing every game. Larry back, thanks for the follow. There's not, we got 8. Cal, Washington, UC Riverside, Drake, Bethune Cook, Miami over, BC, Illinois State, Ohio over, West Virginia. And we played first halves in all those games as well. So I actually got 16. James and Leonard out. I'm aware. I still like the Clips. That's how bad the Suns are. So I'm aware they're both out. Yep. Well aware. Ziggy, thanks for joining the show. Rob, thanks for joining the show. Anybody can hit the like button, or is everybody's thumbs broke? everybody wants to ask a lot of questions. They want free answers. Throw a share out there or something, please. So username, thanks for joining. All right. Joe, thanks for liking the live. Jimmy, great to see you. How are you? Jeff in the lobby, thanks for joining. Joe, thanks for sharing it. Appreciate it. Show a little love, whether it's my show or anybody else's. If you're going to sit there and watch for a few minutes, just hit a like button or share it with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, it shows a lot of support for the creators out there, regardless of what show you're watching, rather than just sit there and soaking up all the free info you can get. Right? D Chase, thanks for liking the live. Another boy, thanks for liking the live. Got to be polite to those that spend their money, spend their time creating all this stuff, right? Let's see here. Alicia Roberts, thanks for joining the show. No caller ID. Thank you, my friend. Josh Arenas. Sam Franklin rushing yards. It's heavily played at 45.5. Okay. Sounds all right. Looks like Green is finally playing. We'll see if he's going to play or not. Callie Tom, how are you? Thanks for coming out. You have a nice day as well. Right? The weather's perfect out here in Phoenix, about 80 degrees. No humidity. Jerome, great to see you. How are you doing? Michael Sampson, Jay Green, Zachary Coleman. Thanks for joining the show. D. Collins. What's up, Jay? How are you? User, thanks for joining. Jay Green, thank you. Pete the Bread. That's good to hear. Bama LSU. Bama wins by a touchdown. 24 or 27-20, maybe somewhere on there. Does it get cold? It does. There's some days it gets into the 50s. Not very many of them, though. I will say this. So when it's like 60 degrees here, it feels like the rest of the country would probably be like 50. Because there's no humidity at all. So it's dry. It gets you know what I mean? There's no humidity to heat you up a little bit. So there's been a few overnights where it got close to freezing, and that's when Home Depot sells the flower blankets like crazy, right? So when it's 120 here, it's normally like 105 everywhere else, right? Need one more leg. Favorite player prop for tonight. Got Beal already. Geno Smith to throw a pick. How about that one, Shane? Or do you need a football? If it's football, go back to Sutton and go over 20.5 yards longest reception. South Alabama and Albert and Christian, SMU. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on there. Pizza Guy, you and I, we looked at a lot, didn't pull the trigger on it. South Bama kind of thought the same thing. I do like Abilene Christian tonight, but laying that many points gets a little crazy. No NHL for us. We try to stay in our lane. I couldn't pronounce the name in the NHL anyway. I can't even figure out Connor whatever his name. Stop skipping your comments. What comment is that, Future? I'm not seeing a comment from you at all. So please don't tell me to do whatever you want when I'm not seeing a comment there at all. So I'm staying away from the IUPUI game. To be really honest, if it's at a buck, normally rule of thumb is pretty simple. The higher the total, play over. The lower the total, play under. Right? I don't know enough about Indiana and Purdue IUPUI to make a play there, so we try to do as much research as we possibly can. But that one, I probably can't help you out in that game. So, God Chaser, thanks for joining the show. Geno shouldn't even show up. We need Geno to show up. I need that pick, right? Suns money line. We do like the Clippers tonight, actually on the money line. I understand Harden and Kawhi are out. Those are the games where everybody's like, how did they win without those two guys? NBA play for today. I'll give you a couple. Bradley Beal under 1.5 threes, because he hasn't hit 2 threes in a game this season yet. I know it's just a trend. That's the only thing I got to back it up. I'm a horrible human being. Meyer for 30-plus yards. We actually played him for under 27.5 and under 2.5 catches. Mayor. NBA, we do like the Clips. Connor Gillespie, 10-plus points, over 16.5 par. Points, assists, rebounds combined. We shall see. Yes, we shall. He hasn't had 3 receptions or 30-plus yards in quite some time. So Broncos cover, I believe so. At 8.5, we like it. 9's, I think they win by 10, 2 touchdowns, somewhere in that range. But college football, over for both games. And then take South Florida, get it under 14. FW Texas. We've been fine. We've been doing well at college football so far this week, which always is a little scary going into Saturday. So, especially those noon Eastern games, those have been just crucifying. So, you know what? Mayer might ball out. We'll see. The problem is his quarterback. So, no good receivers but Bowers. Yeah, but Bowers is probably going to get 20 targets. And Mayer doesn't go out in a lot of pass patterns either. He does block a lot. So on that one. Nice player props. John Collins under 17.5 points. Connor Gillespie over or 10-plus points. Just make it simple. And then also Connor Gillespie over 16.5 par. CP3 for 7-plus points. Grayson Allen under 3.5 threes. Royce O'Neal for 5-plus rebounds. Derek Jones under 1.5 threes. And Bradley Beal under 1.5 threes. I think we went through both of those, right? FTW Texas. Thanks for liking the live. We are live multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Feel free to get on any of those to watch the live show here. And also Discord channel. You can find the links over on our YouTube channel page and all our YouTube episodes. I don't want to play CP3 for 2 threes. No caller ID. That seems like a lot. 7-plus points seemed a lot safer. Yeah. Standing out for this weekend. I'll put it to you this way. The rest of the weekend, the rest of Sunday, there was some decent stuff in there. Drake London over 11.5 yards receiving first quarter. By the way, the Colts paying 2 first-round picks for a guy that is really good at zone, but not so much at man-to-man in Sauce Gardner. Wow. Okay. That was kind of crazy. Dalton Kincaid over 17.5 yards, longest reception against the Dolphins. That one was a big one. Now, Bears laying 4.5. Yep. Lions for sure. Panthers laying 5.5. We like a lot in that one. Let's see. Anybody else that stands out? McBride to have a good day for the Cardinals. 7-plus catches. JSN to have a good day as well. Let's see. Who'd you say for 10 points? Connor Gillespie over 9.5. 5 rebounds, Royce O'Neal. South Florida, if you can get it under 14 and over 67.5. Yes. Gibbs, anytime touchdowns, finally under minus 200. As he hasn't scored in a couple weeks. Kyron Williams, 65-plus rush yards. Jalen Warren for the Steelers, over 15.5 receiving yards. That's probably some of the bigger stuff. We'll have the show out Saturday on that one. We're still waiting for more props to drop. So, Ket Watt on the chain. Yeah, but the problem is to do what? Win 4 games? That's the issue, right? So, anything tonight, Cash? There's all kinds of plays tonight. South Florida over in both the college football games. Probably a little heavier on App State and Georgia Southern, but Clippers Suns. We do like the Clippers in that one. Both the big guns are out, but that's normally when teams come to play. All of a sudden, you get a bunch of guys who are getting extended minutes, and they're real excited to play. Right? Who likes the Flyers? Under 74 for Gibbs. He failed last week. Gibbs, the one thing we played was over 99 or 98.5 rushing and receiving combined. With Gibbs, I'd rather stay away from just the rushing total and play a little bit more rushing and receiving, but that's me. So. Bless you. Let's see. Eagles money line. Actually, we like the Packers on Monday night. UTSA spread. That was what? They're playing South Alabama. Where'd that game go? Where did that game drop off to? Actually, Boston College went down to 16.5 at some books. It's even better. Let's see here. Nobody's asked about Florida tonight. I guess that nobody wants to play that 41.5 point line. So, 41.5 is a little crazy. Wakey, thanks for joining. Broncos for 31 plus points. I hope you hit it there, Vegas Shoe. If they get to 31, we're easily covering our number. So, you know what I mean? I'll definitely be rooting for you on that one. UTSA spread. Let's see here. Let me get to it here really quick. Oh, against South Florida? Yeah. South Florida, if you can get it under 14. Sorry about that. My apologies. Being stupid. Mike Keith, what's up? Coach, thanks for joining. Cannonball, thanks for joining. JP, thanks for joining the show. Where did everybody go? Crazy stuff. Let's see. Missed your comments on the Broncos. Do like them to cover tonight. Like Sutton to have a monster game over 55.5 receiving yards, 21 plus yards longest reception. Faded Florida on the spread. And then parlay 11-point margin. Oh, okay. Trying to hit the middle. Some people like to hit the middle. We've played it in a few baseball games during the World Series, but when we were doing under 9.5 and over 6.5. But how much confidence do you have in Vegas to get the line right is when you're middling like that, right? South Florida BTA. What's BTA mean? I'm sorry, Mike. Belt. Oh, belt task. Okay. I think that game's played. South Florida will give up some points for sure. But take North Florida. 46.5. Okay. Yeah, they're at 41.5 against Florida. Yeah. I mean, damn, we're at a 50-point game, right? That line is a monster. Whew. Robin Raj, thanks for joining. Boss Man, thanks for joining. Star, thanks for joining the show. That line is big, and big. Player props back. What's up? Vex, great to see you. Thanks for liking the live. Back off, yeah. I will say this. They lost that game because Arizona got real hot last 10 minutes of that game. Kobe Pete, though, was fantastic for the Wildcats, the freshman there. So there is some very exciting players in the freshman class of college basketball this year. It's crazy. I like Texas Tech to win, BYU to cover, Mike. So especially if you get it at 10.5. Just Vibe, thanks for joining. It's a big number there in that Tech and BYU game this Saturday. Glenn, 67, thanks for joining. Like Notre Dame's future. Future what? Their game this weekend? At Vandy at home against Auburn. I do like Vandy this weekend because Auburn can't score. I'm not a big Notre Dame person this weekend, but I mean, they're going to make the college football playoff. That Navy game, they play them every year. I'm not saying something weird happens all the time, but 26.5-ish is pretty it's up there. 42.5. Don't really like that total at all, but I wouldn't blame you if you want to play probably an over there. You were just hoping the Raiders score. Sports Addict, what's going on? A long forehand. I hope Tech loses, right? I think Texas is in the college football playoff. They've got to win one of those two games against Georgia or Texas A&M. If they win one of those, that puts them basically, they should be 9-3. That should put them into the playoff because they're going to have some impressive wins. 27-17 Broncos. I can see that. Pizza Pie Guy, thank you. Perkins only, thanks for joining the show. I can see that. Texas Southern, Texas A&M under. Good chance there. Texas A&M offensively has always been a struggle bus in basketball. Just wasn't enough of a line variance for us, but definitely could be there. 93 Hibachi, what's going on? How are you? Fister, how are you? 93, thanks for liking the live. Aiden, thanks for joining the show. Alexander. Coward keeps saying, keep your eye out on Lane Kiffin to the Giants. Lane Kiffin's not going anywhere. Besides to LSU. Right, so. Favorite college basketball game today? Drake Lane, 8.5. Yeah, Coward says a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff he's actually not too bad on, but I don't think Kiffin goes to the NFL at all. I mean, why would you do that when you make just as much money in college football and be the man? Vex, what's happening? Nice to see you as well, Javel Bills. You like the Yankees for next season? Well, let's see what they do to help out the pitching staff. So we're going to wait around a little bit before we play in the Major League Baseball futures. But favorite Thursday night football props, Geno Smith to throw a pick, Cortland Sutton, 55-plus receiving yards, and Sutton, 21-plus yards, longest reception. Yeah, the Yankees, let's see what they do in the offseason. If they can figure out how to get a couple of hitters that are not sluggers, I think that helps a lot too. So, backdoor cover, it could be. You never know, right? Getting Cole back will help. Yeah, is he going to be ready to go? Normally after a Tommy John, it takes a couple years to get right, but we'll see. Is Troy Franklin tonight? I'm not as big on Franklin as a lot of people like Franklin. I think the two best receivers on that team are Sutton and Evan Ingram, to be really honest, but that's me. Redburn, thanks for joining. Etho01, thanks for joining the show. Well, getting Cole back can't hurt, that's for sure. But that offense is so home run reliant. Like, can we get a couple guys on base? Can we get a base runner over? Can we get a double? A single drive in a couple runs instead of strikeout or home run? Bulls fan, long time no see, bro. I'm not a Cardinals fan at all, but we're from Kansas City. We just live out here. Benching Kyle, they should have got rid of Kyler Murray years and years ago. So he is not a good quarterback. I've continually stated he's not a good quarterback. When Jacoby Brissett looks better, you got an issue, right? Vex, thanks for liking the live. C. James, thanks for joining. Yeah, I mean, they're not going anywhere anyway, but they've been in love with Kyle. This Kyler Murray crap's been going on forever. So James Cook or Harvey, James Cook's foot injury. So the problem is you won't know on Cook till what? Until Sunday, and Harvey you can play tonight. I mean, normal week, Cook would dominate Harvey. In that one, I'd still probably have to wait and play Cook. I don't know if Harvey's going to put up enough points for you just in case. So, Slick Rick, what's going on? The THA man, what's happening? Dylan, great to see you again. How are you? Conrad, UTSA, Southern Florida over 68.5. Yes. Or 68. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. I think that game's played in the 70s. It might be a later cover because the number's so big, Conrad, but yeah, I think South Florida can put up 50 plus of that. So I like it. Yes. That offense continues just big play after big play on the ground, in the air. It does not matter. So Mario Harris, thanks for joining. We're live multiple platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. If you want to join our Discord or get the 7-day free trial of Outlier, you need to go over to YouTube at Sports Bets for free, and you can get it all there. Brewers blew their bank for last season or what? Getting rid of a bunch of players. I think it's time for more youngsters to come up. Dylan, to be really honest. So they definitely want to go as young as humanly possible. They do not have the payroll capabilities of some of the other teams, so they've got to be creative. It's what the Brewers do, and they still figure out how to get into the playoffs almost every damn year, right? I think Dobbins has a good chance to get in the end zone tonight. He might have to bust one from 20 to get there, but yeah. Ollie, thanks for joining. They do like Harvey around the goal line, though. I will say that. So once they get inside the 10, it seems like it's a lot of Harvey. But Ollie, thanks for joining. We're going to be on for a few more minutes here. So if you got college basketball, the whole whopping NBA game, college football, or the NFL game, feel free to throw anything out. Like I mentioned before, we're on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. If you want to get on our Discord channel, which I highly recommend, flip over to YouTube at Sports Bets for free. You can find it in the comments section or the channel page. Same thing for the free 7-day trial of Outlier if you want to try that out over on the YouTube channel, as well as TikTok has been nice enough to block every link we put up there. Jeff, thanks for joining. Sporty Jackson, thanks for joining. TikTok is going to get rid of the sports people before it's all said and done. Let's see. Their mission in life. They just want to see asses and everything. Mario, thank you. Appreciate the compliment. Sporty Jackson, thanks for joining. They'll let you look at Black China's booty all damn day, but God forbid a sports guy come on there and tell him something. So, Zeke, thanks for joining the show. All right, let's see here. Right? Don't like the Suns tonight. I actually like the Clippers. I understand Kawhi and Harden are out. I'll still stay with the Clips. The Suns are not that good. Period. Like they're lucky to get to 33 wins is thinking, if they can get there. But the Clippers at some point are going to get straightened out. They haven't been as good as I thought they could be, but maybe it's tonight because the stars aren't in there, right? Montana, thank you. Maybe Bradley Beal. I don't know if Beal does, but don't expect Beal to shoot a lot of threes. You know what I mean? So, Philly robbed us for Phillips. I don't know about robbed us, but I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, they didn't do as well as the Jets did. That's for sure. The Jets got Leonard Williams, I didn't like getting rid of, but Sauce Gardner to get rid of that contract and to get 2 firsts, that was absolute ransom by the Jets on that deal. But mid-range for Beal, I think there. I like it. But yeah, I mean, the Eagles are always going to be out there trying to get moves done. It's a little, the Chiefs, if they needed to make a move, they didn't do it. Just everything's a little expensive. I don't blame them. It's a little pricey out there in the trade deadline market for sure. Club Sport, thanks for joining. UGN, thanks for joining. How are you, Club Sport? They say South Florida is a good pick tonight in college. I agree. If you can get under 14 and then the over in that game as well. Sauce is overrated. I'm with you, Spencer. I think he's very good in zone coverage. I think the last 2 years in man, let me put it this way. Passer rating, when they've went after Sauce over the last 17 games, passer rating's over $116. He does not play man coverage like he used to. He's a penalty waiting to happen as well with the hand checking. I'm not a big Sauce guy. I thought they overpaid him, and they got rid of him for 2 firsts and don't have to pay out the contract. I understand there's dead money that's tied to that, but fantastic deal by the Jets there. I'm sure they'll screw it up with the draft picks, but on that one. But, yeah, Breece Hall to the Chiefs would have worked, but, they overpaid. 2 firsts. I understand they're going to be 2 probably later first-round picks. But you just put the hopes of your franchise that Daniel Jones is going to be your quarterback for multiple seasons. We've seen this before. He's normally good for a year, and then the wheels tend to fall off. So that's what you did by mortgaging 2 firsts. But I got it at 14. I took Vegas tonight, first half. I like the Broncos to get, I think they're going to come out early on that one, but the Broncos have not been an early team, so you might be fortunate there on the first half. right? So the Broncos at home especially have been fourth quarter miracles. We saw it with the Giants game. We saw it all the way back in week 1 as well when they were getting beat by Tennessee. So, it wouldn't shock me if they come out a little flat early and figure out how to win it in the second half, but kind of anticipate them kind of ramping things up. They get a little bit of a stranglehold, I think, on the division as well with the win tonight, if they can get that win. So, Andy, thanks for joining. I think there's going to be a sense of urgency on that end. But Andy, we just went over Andy. Andy, thanks for joining the show. David, thanks for joining the show. All right, we got a couple more minutes, and then we gotta get off for the rest of the day. Big Aiden, thanks for joining. If you guys aren't following us over on YouTube already, make sure you do. Sports Bets for Free. Couple of shows that are already out. College football, we through Friday has been out for multiple days. College basketball and NBA tonight. Also, Thursday night football show is out for the NFL. May take the Raiders. Like I said, if I'm going to play the Raiders at all, it's first quarter, first half. I don't think I'm going to play them for the game, but if you want to on the Raiders side. So there are some, I think, more outs just playing them through halfway through the game. D. Abrigo Jr., thanks for joining. We'll see when Gino's going to throw his pick, if it's going to be real early or if he's going to make him wait. Sco Pro 4, thanks for joining the show. Thank you for the gifts. Bishop Don, great to see you. Appreciate it. It's just that easy. Throw a gift up there. Throw a like. Love the show, whatever. Share it with somebody in your circle on TikTok or YouTube or whoever or wherever, or Twitch or wherever it may be. Shows a lot of support for the creators out here that come on and spend their time. Appreciate that. Like the Bears, we played them already at 4.5, Brian. So, yep, I'm with you there. I think they should run the ball about 40 times. And if they do, that should be money in the bank. Most valuable Poe. Jerome, what's happening? Franco, thanks for joining. B-Dubs, thanks for joining. Uh, 55.5. I'm not a big Genty guy tonight against that defense, but I can understand. Like, they don't have a ton of options for the Raiders, so maybe he gets home. He needs to bust a big run in order to get there. Maybe a 20-yard or so run to get this 56. Might be willing to play over longest rush rather than over rushing. So, Tech minus 10.5. So, we told you last week about Utah at 10.5 that everybody wanted Cincinnati because they thought it was a steal. This one, here's the difference. BYU figures out a way to win games. They were behind against Iowa State, ended up winning that game by 2 touchdowns. I do like BYU plus the points there, Brian. The line is a little bit skewed. Tech's really good at home. BYU's freshman quarterback has been fantastic. I think the line was set at 10.5, honestly, to get more BYU money, because if that thing was at 6.5, I think the Tech money just would have crushed the book. So on that one there. So we played BYU already, plus the 10.5, but, just to kind of give you an idea. Suns over 224, good possibility in that one. UCF, get that under 14 if you can, Alex. I'm not saying the hook's going to be the difference, but I would feel a lot more comfortable at 13.5, buying the point or alternate spreading the point. Spencer, thanks for liking the live. All right, we're going to have to pop off here. Like I said, make sure you check out those shows over on YouTube. Bowers, a decent chance for a touchdown tonight. Over on YouTube at Sports Bets for Free, we'll have the NFL shows already out. Basketball, NBA, and college is already out. Hawkeyes plus 6.5 is probably one of the favorite Joe Public plays of the weekend. We're actually on the Ducks on that one. So make sure you check us out over on YouTube. Subscribe, turn notifications on, make life easy for yourself. Black Diamond J, thanks for joining. We do come on live on TikTok, but they're blocking a lot of the other things we try to put out for you guys. Broncos, if you can get it to 8.5, Cardi like it better, but I do think they figure out how to cover that 9.5 as well. All right, guys, we will be back on tomorrow morning for more sports, basketball, football, and the 2 major ones going on right now. And have a profitable Thursday.